Okay, so I don't know everything there is to know about building guitars, but I bet the internet knows. Let's find out. In this episode, I thought I would do something a little bit different. Instead of answering questions that you have about guitar building or providing, a tutorial approach to guitar building, I thought what I would do instead is I would ask you, the viewer, a question. Because even though I try to pass myself off as this all-knowing luthier, there are occasions where I'm in the process of designing or building a guitar when I have a question that I can't find an answer to. I can search the internet and I can go through all the books that I have on the subject of building guitars. But there can be occasions where I can't find an answer. And sometimes it's a question that's not necessarily the sort of question that people would think to ask. So what I want to do in the future is maybe do more episodes like this where I pose a question for you, the viewer, to answer. And then not only will I get some information that I need to help make the decisions about the guitar I'm building, but we can all learn from it. So that will make this channel perhaps a little bit more interactive. So to that end, the question I have is, what are the pitfalls, or what should I be aware of when building a headless guitar? Headless guitars have intrigued me as of late. It's not something I was interested in the past, because even though the design can kind of make sense, I just never liked the way they looked. I always thought the necks looked like the headstock had been broken off. And oftentimes the headless guitar design concept is paired with the ergonomic guitar design. And I've never really cared much for ergonomic designs. Yes, they're more comfortable to play, allegedly, but oftentimes they can look pretty weird. And I've just never really gravitated towards that whole ergonomic concept. And, headless guitars have been around for a lot of years, but they never really seem to blow up in popularity, if you will, until recently. I've noticed while perusing my social media feeds on Twitter and Instagram, there seems to be a growth in popularity with the headless guitar design. And I'm not sure exactly what's driving that. What I suspect is that the generations that have come up behind the boomer generation, which I'm at the very tail end of, they look at the headless guitar as an idea that actually makes sense. I mean, after all, you can tune the strings right at the bridge. You don't have to reach out to the headstock to tune it. And that seems to make more sense. And plus, I would think that with a shorter length neck, where the strings terminate right at the end of that neck, because it's shorter, it's going to be a bit more stable, and you're going to be able to tune and hold tuning better. But, again, this is a kind of a question I'm posing to you. Is there a disadvantage to making a headless design? Is there a limited market for it? Is there anything about constructing the headless guitar that I should be aware of? Like, for example, balance between the body and the neck. I would think that there would be this tendency for the neck to flip up on you when you let go of it. Are those things that I should be concerned about? And have any of you who have made headless guitars encountered issues that you didn't expect or didn't experience building regular guitars, and would like to share that with the viewers in the comment section down below? Either way, I would definitely appreciate it if you would consider posting your answer to the question down below, and let me know your thoughts on building a headless guitar. Before I continue with this video, I wanted to remind you to like, comment, and share this video as a way to support my channel. If you would like to do more, you can either click the thanks button down below and leave a tip in the amount that you choose, or you can visit my YouTube store, which is displayed below the description for this video. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any future guitar building videos. The guitar that I'm planning it's going to be a double cutaway design, and the body that I've come up with can be used either for a left-handed or right-handed guitar. The only thing I have to change is the position of the cavity, which is really easy to do since I cut everything on a CNC machine. So what are your thoughts on that? And perhaps in the future I may post a question about some thoughts about building left-handed guitars. That may come a little bit further down the road as I get closer to actually building this guitar. Right now I'm simply in the process of creating the 3D models that I'll use to develop the G-code that I'll use to cut the parts out. So what I'm planning for as far as hardware is concerned is I'm thinking about using a hip shot headless bridge and then their low profile nut or string retainer or whatever you call it at the end of the neck. So I'm looking, like I said, at Hip Shot, which is a company I've been using for years for a lot of the components on my guitars, tuners, bridges, and so on. So I'm probably going to go that route. But again, unless you have any observations or advice or would like to steer me towards something else, please post it in the comment section down below. So that's it for this video. I hope that you'll chime in and let me know what you think. I think this might be a kind of a cool feature to do down the road. Me asking you questions. And it's a way for all of us to learn. So I guess until the next episode, as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.